Hi all, Heath from Hunting in the Outdoors here. So today we're going to be making some wallaby and pork sausages. We'll be using the Hot Continental sausage recipe kit sent to us from the fantastic Home Make It. So for those that aren't aware of these particular kits, they come with everything you need. You've got, in the box, you'll have the spice mix, you have your sausage skins, so these are obviously your collagen casings, 30mm casings, gloves, string for your sausages, and an instruction booklet. So they're absolutely fantastic little kits, make great gifts for people, presents, and everything. You've got pretty much everything you need to make 5 kilos worth of sausages. Only thing you need to add is obviously the mince yourself. But yeah, so like we said, Home Make It, Hot Continental today, and they'll be wallaby and pork sausages. Before that though, let's see how we got here.
So we've got a lovely Bennett's Wallaby. So we've actually I managed to get a couple of them this morning. Don't know how well you can see that with the shade there. So what we'll be doing is just skinning them, and then we'll go through the process of cutting them apart and making sausages. Alright, let's go. Right, so here's the wallaby that we got from the weekend. So we'll cut them up, ready for mincing. There we go, all diced up into little, roughly about 1cm to 2cm little cubes. So what we'll do is we'll weigh that out, then we'll mince it.
Okay, so we'll dice the wallaby. That's all been done, that's been cut up and diced. So we've got 3 kilos of wallaby. We've got about a bit over a kilo of just normal pork, and about 800 grams of pork fat, as you can see. Lovely. So what we'll do now is, all that's been done, so we'll mince it. So look, the majority of you notice that I don't mince a lot in the videos I do, or you don't see it minced. It's because I've got just a lovely little eBay special. I think it's about $40 of eBay. Pretty loud, pretty slow, but hey, does the job. I'll show what I mean. Before I do start that though, so what I'll do is, when we're mincing the wallaby, so I've already mixed through the bowls a mix of wallaby and pork fat. So that way, when it's being minced together in the final bowl, it'll already be sort of pre-mixed, the fat through the meat itself. So let's kick it off. So I won't bore you with the whole process. I'll do that now, and then we'll come back for the sausage making and the mixing. But I forgot to mention, so I'm on a medium die for the cutting plate for the mince. So I'll put all that through once. But like I said, we'll come back when it's time to mix the sausage. All right. So as you said, last steps was obviously mincing the mince. So we've got there the pork and wallaby mince. As you can see, some lovely fat content through there. So let's just make sure we've got all that in there. Beautiful. Okay, as we just said before, the Hot Continental. So the Hot Continental it's giving us 3 out of 5 chilies. It's telling us in regards to its hotness. So the flavours come from paprika, chili, parsley, garlic, pepper, fennel, and sea salt. Lovely. It's going to be fantastic by the sounds of it. Let's have a quick go. Yeah, very nice. Ooh, got pepper up the nose now. Okay. So before I pop that in there, as you can see, lovely sort of mix there with the grinding that we've done. As you can see, the pork fat is nicely distributed through there. We'll still get that throughout the mixing itself. One thing I did mention though, easiest way when you're mincing your pork fat, you want to have that really, really, really cold, even semi-frozen, and that way you're going to stop you smearing when it goes through the mincer. But let's get that in. Oof. You can see and smell the lovely flavours in there. Oof. Love a hot, very chilly sort of sausage. All right. So for those that have seen my videos before, you know that when I like to use game meat, because there isn't a lot of fat content in there, obviously that's why you're adding your fat. Excuse me, stuck in the chili now. But I also do like to use milk powder. But what we're putting at the moment is a bit over a cup of red wine. So we'll get a nice mix in that. I will leave the milk powder for a moment, and we'll start to mix our flavours through the spice mix itself. As soon as the reason why, for those that are new, the reason why I add milk powder is it helps with as a binding agent, which you find works really, really well. But it also actually helps hold the moisture in your sausages. I've only started sort of using that over the last little while, and the sausages, fantastic. You don't have that very dry sausage, it holds the moisture in. Yeah, really, really sort of nice sort of flavour to it. Well, not flavour to it, it doesn't add a lot of flavour to it, but you'll hold in there that lovely moisture, the juices from it. Obviously, the main goal is when you're mixing is to get the flavours, push right through the mince, so you're not having bites where it's no flavour and then some just packed full of flavour. And then you're also you want it to release the enzyme in there, so it's a nice you get a nice bond to it. At the moment, you can see that it's not, you don't have that real stickiness to it as of yet. So that's why a lot of people, lucky buggers, have the mixing machines. Pop it in there and away you go. Us porkers have to use our hands. Nothing wrong with that though. A little bit of frostbite on the fingers. Want to make sure that your mince stays very nice and cold prior to that. Cold meat, clean surfaces. Some of the key rules when you're making your sausages. So normally you want to at least mix for a good 5 odd minutes. So for that, we might just speed it up a little bit. I'm starting to get a really nice mix in that. As you can see, it's starting to, get a really nice stickiness to it, which is obviously what you want. That just helps, as part of the binding. Yep, fingers are numb, frostbite. No, exaggeration plus. Alright. So, as I said, milk powder. Love it. So I'm just using probably about a cup. I know a lot of the other people out there will probably shoot me for it, but hey, I think it works really well. As I say, don't knock it till you try it. Alright, now, as I said, milk powder, or that. Saying that house, you know, lovely binding that's got to it now. Alright, what we'll do, we'll suck our sausage maker. Give me a minute. Alright, all stuffed. So like I said, so we've got the casing, so they're 30mm casing, so they, the pack should do 5 kilos. So we've got the smallest nozzle on there, which is a little bit of a pain because it's such, when you're doing hand cranking with the sausage stuffer, as you can see, hand cranking, it's very tight, you know, I should say. Alright, okay, you can see that lovely. So what we want is obviously, you want to keep a nice firm grip on it. So you want the sausage to be stuffed nice and firm, you know, tight, but obviously not too tight. It's obviously easy with 2 people. Alright, we're done. Let's move everything out of the way. Okay. One lovely, long, continuous sausage. So let me just get rid of these. As you can see, got a little bit left over. We'll pop that in the drawer for later. Alright, we'll tie this off. Now, one thing I'm not good at is tying links. Yeah, I know there's an art form to it, and look, and once you know how to do it, well, you do it. But yeah, I am absolutely hopeless at it. There's probably a lot of, you know, people out there that have done it before, you know, butchers or whatever, and they say, oh, it's easy, but yeah, I don't know. Never have been good at it. Alright, so what we do now is, you know, I have, obviously, look, I made it look a lot harder than it needed to be. Single person doing it on their own. The nozzle I've got is a very small nozzle, so you've got a lot of pressure that you're trying to push through there to fill your sausages, so it does, you know, it is harder. But as you can see, like I said, got one nice long continuous sausage, a couple of air pockets in there, but hopefully we'll get them out in the twists. What we'll do now is obviously I'll try and form the links off camera, and then sit them in the fridge for about 24 hours. Let the you know, let them just rest and form. You know, the skins do their thing, and then yeah, we'll cook one up and taste it. But like I said, everything you need in the kits from Home Make It, and this one again was the Hot Continental. Fabulous sort of stuff there. So you've got your twine to do the truss, you know, to tie them up and everything. Spice mix, instructions, along with also the gloves, so everything you need, and the casing's enough to do 5 kilos worth of meat. So look, hop on there, get them while they're hot, pardon the pun, but look, you know, make fabulous Christmas presents, you know, even that, we've still got some other spices left over from what they've given us, or I shouldn't say left over, but we'd still use garlic cloves and hot Spanish. So we'll be using them at a later stage, but at the moment, just want to trial the Hot Continental, as I love spicy stuff. Alright all, look, thank you very much again for watching and tuning in. If you're new and you've just come across the video, please look, drop a like on the channel, and that way you'll stay up to date with all the videos. Thanks all.